Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne, and I'm just getting set up here. Welcome, welcome. Marleo 18, welcome. Passion for Art, welcome, welcome. Regus, welcome. Slushy Cup, Marleo, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're all having a great night, and I hope you are enjoying. I hope everything is going well for you. Hey, John Poi, welcome, welcome. Let me give out some wrenches to a few people here. And I was on earlier today. I think, Passion, you were on my live stream earlier. And what happened was I got on and it kicked me off. And so I didn't come back on because I figured I'd come on tonight. And welcome, Slushy Cup, welcome. And so I came, well, I was on for about 15 minutes and um, it just knocked me off. Welcome, Vivek. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Ben. Thank you, thank you. Let me give you all some blue wrenches here so you can get to know each other. And if I didn't give you a blue wrench, just let me know. Um, well. How are you all doing? It's rainy and cold here. Welcome, Edward. Welcome, welcome. And thank you, Ben, for coming. Thank you. Um, it's cold here, and we live in the South, but we're having a very, very rainy day. And I didn't get out to do my 5 mile run today. And so I came on live. I wasn't going to come on live earlier, and then I came on live, and then it booted me off. After about 15 minutes, I wasn't on camera, and my camera went out for some reason. StreamYard did not recognize my camera. So, yeah, I gave you one, Passion. So you should be blue. You should be blue. So I hope you're all having a great evening and a great day and a great week. A great week. I went and I picked my son up. He has a motorcycle. And on rainy days, I don't let him drive his motorcycle. So I went and I picked him up tonight, and I just got back in. So it was so cold out. It was so cold out. Passion. I love that. I love that you paint because I paint. And do you have like a separate part of where you live that you paint, or Slushy Cup says they got lots of snow there. What state do you live in, or what country do you live in, Slushy Cup? And Passion for Art, do you have like a particular area that you paint in? Now, for me, I have a separate area. I have a separate area, but hey, Ben, hey, well, 19 degrees. Oh my gosh, Ben, that is cold, cold, cold. I thought I gave you a blue wrench, Ben. So you should be blue. If you're not blue, let me know. Okay. Um, yeah, I paint in my kitchen. Now I have a separate area, a little art space that I could paint in, but I like painting in my kitchen. So I have like a part of my kitchen that I just paint in. John, I can only imagine how much snow you get up there. You know what, Vivek? I don't know really. I don't follow the news very much. Um, I'm not a um, I'm not a big follower of the news because most of it's so negative. I try to stay away from it. And so you probably, I don't know. Um, but anyhow, so today I kind of stayed home. I actually did a lot of projects around here. I stay very, very busy. 3 feet, John. Oh my gosh, I probably wouldn't go out of my house for a month. We get an inch here in the South, and oh my gosh, we all stay home. Hey, OCS, welcome, welcome. Great to have you here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yes, 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 Ben. Yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on. Um, um, hmm. Yes. And so, I just, um, I stay busy. I'm a busy type of person. I do a lot of busy work, and it's productive work. You can be busy and non-productive. Hey, Rianne, Angela, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And I try to come on if I can. I try to come on if I can, you know, during the day sometimes and during the night, but not every day. It seems like I've been here every day in the last week, and I probably have, but not every day do I come up here. Sometimes I have to have a day off too. So, how are each of you doing? So, we know that a lot of you are getting snow, and snow is Marilio. I used to. I don't do that now because I go to college full time, and it's to paint a painting takes a lot of work, and it's something that I enjoy, and I don't like to be under any kind of pressure to do it. So right now I'm not selling. No, not at all. But yeah, my paintings would all go. They would all sell pretty quick, and I just don't do it. I just don't do it right now. You know, I went back to college a couple years ago, and hey, welcome, VJoy Daily Vibes. Welcome, welcome. And I went back to college, and that kind of took over my life. And now I'm taking a little bit of time out from my college for 5 months, and then I'll start back up. That's why I'm able to do. That's why I'm able to do so much live streams right now, because I have a little bit more available time to do it. So, so I like to come on. I like to, I do videos. I'm a content provider. So, but you don't get real time when you're a content provider. Oh, John, that's wonderful. I used to have a roommate many, many years ago, 30 years ago, before I was married, probably almost 40 years ago, who, you're welcome, Detroit, who was an art gallery owner. And he loved what he did. And he had it was in Palm Desert, Palm Springs. And then he moved to Malibu and opened up an art gallery. I don't know if he's still there. I don't even remember what his name is now. He was a roommate, not a boyfriend, but just a roommate. But uh, you know, art galleries, I love to go to art galleries because I find other people's art so fascinating. I really, really, really do. And yeah, so I came on today, and it knocked me off. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to go back on. I'll just come on tonight for a little bit. And so I took my bubble bath earlier. And so I'm all ready just to relax. My son has an interest in RVs, and one of my sons. And so I told him that when I get off of here tonight, he and I are going to sit down and just he has fun looking at RVs on the internet. So we're going to look at RVs. Um, in his dreams, he wants to buy an RV because we used to own RVs. And so our kids all love RVs as a result of that. John says, use airbrush. Hmm. Yeah, I just paint whatever, whatever comes to mind. And once I start it, it takes on a life of its own. It really does. It takes on a life of its own. And I love to paint. Um, I don't know where my days go because I'm so busy, but I'm productive. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I have about an hour in bed with my coffee, and I write down all my notes that come to me, my thoughts, my wisdom notes, my spiritual notes. And then I get up and I put my life in action. I'm a very action person. Some people talk about things, but I'm very active. Perhaps passion for art. We'll have to connect through our other forms of social media first. As I bring people up, I have to kind of know them a little bit before I bring them up, but absolutely. I'd love to see your art. And John Paul, yes, I've lived in Europe, and oh my gosh, they got some amazing art galleries. Hey, Fordman. Hey, great to see you. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. And Heaven Sent, welcome, welcome. Let me put Fordman up here. Thank you, Fordman. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. Heaven Sent, let me make sure I gave Fordman. Yeah, I gave him a mod, and I'll give Heaven Sent a mod, and American, let me see what that is. American Muscle. Hey. Oh, Undel friend. Oh, I love Undel. Her channel is amazing. If you don't have Undel, KE Norway, she has two channels, KE Norway and Undel. You have to have her. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Hey, Azula, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Fordman, thank you so much. If you don't have Fordman's channel, please connect to Fordman. He's wonderful. He really is wonderful. He's kind. He's nice. He does games on his channel, which I love. Nice games, like Cahoots, which my kids always love the game Cahoots. Hey, Lauren, welcome. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Marlia says, what kind of music do I listen to? I listen to good music. I don't listen, I'm very particular about what I read. I'm very particular about what I watch. I'm very particular about who I go around. I'm very particular about the music I listen to, because music affects us. It puts us in a mood. And, sometimes I'll pull up next to a car while I'm driving, and they'll have real loud, obnoxious music on. And I just have to roll up my windows because I don't want that. I don't want that. Thank you, Fordman. Yes, absolutely. Please connect to Fordman. I even sent my kids over to his channel, because my adult kids, because they're kind of in his age group. And he really has an amazing channel. He's nice, and it's a really wholesome channel. And that's why I like his channel. And on Friday nights, I think he does Cahoots. Right, Fordman? On Friday nights. Ballad songs, yes. Yes, I like ballad songs. I do. I like good music. I grew up with the old-time country western music. I grew up with bluegrass. I grew up with really good music. Gospel hymns. I grew up in church, so we had a lot of gospel hymns, old-time gospel. So, I like good music for the soul. And, I'm very fussy. I really am. And, if someone plays music that I don't like, I'll just say, you know what, I don't like it. Or, certain TV shows I would not waste my time on. John Paul loves classical guitar. Yeah, absolutely. Abby and Navardo, welcome. Thank you for being here. And, so what I do is I come on here, and you never know who's going to come on. You never know. Sometimes I'll get a lot of people that come on, and sometimes I get one or two, because I don't really give notification other than maybe like a minute before. And so you just never know. You never know. Passion for art. It sounds like you're growing your channel the right way, and I stress, how to grow your channel is like what Fordman did. He shared me out. By the way, Fordman, are you still here? Fordman, if you are, if you'd like to join our share out club, it's not really a club, and it doesn't cost anything. We just go around sharing each other out, so like I would come to your channel every day and look for a video that you put out, and I would share it out and let you know that. And then you'd come over and look for one of my videos that day and share it out. And so we have Undel, which is KE Norway. I do that with Makeup Mom, and I do that. She comes up here quite often. And who else do I do that with? I have a few others that are kind of joining in, and we just all share each other out. Oh, steam train engines. I've only been on the ones like at Disneyland, but they are amazing. They are amazing. Yeah, today's takeaway, good music for the soul. Absolutely. But not just music, but I see what people watch on TV and I go, "Oh my gosh," I turn it off. Welcome, Marcella. Welcome, welcome. I mean, if something is not good, I don't watch it. Yes, absolutely, Vijay. That's what I do. Um, Fordman, let me know. You're over on my Facebook, Fordman. So I think. So let me know when you're going to go live so I can share you out, because I don't get notifications all that much. And not like in the old days when we used to get notifications with everybody. I don't anymore. And hey, Arnie. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, great, 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 Arnie. Let me just get you. I can't catch you, Arnie. Let me get you there. Great, great, great. You let me know if you want to come up, Arnie. You can come up and join me here. Brenda, so she was on tonight. Is that right, Arnie? Because she hasn't been on in like a week. Um, but we share each other out. Yes, I used to be a workout machine at the gym, and I worked out probably, I worked out 7 days a week, 3 or 4 hours a day. And I don't go now because there's so many restrictions at our gym with everything that's going on. I just don't go. But I run 5 miles a day or walk or whatever it happens to be. And I dance. Hey, Molly, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And let's see. So she was on. Thank you, John Paul. Thank you. And thank you, Fordman. Fordman, I really, really appreciate that. And John, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing me out. Okay, Arnie, I'm going to give an invite. Now it's if I don't know you, I don't bring you up because I have to kind of know you for a while, or because we've had, and I've talked about that in so many times. Two things: I have to see movement in the box. I don't bring people up who just put a photo up there, even if I know them, because it may not be them. We've all been tricked here on YouTube before. So now I only bring up people that I absolutely know, and even they have to be movement in the box. So in other words, I don't bring people up like I'm going to bring Arnie up right now, and I can see him. But if I couldn't see him, I wouldn't, bring him up. Hey, Arnie. Hey, hey. So you're sleeping. You're ready for bed.
Nah, actually, earlier I went to the doctor and turns out to be that I'm allergic to Tide soap, so I had to get a couple of antibiotics for it.
Oh no, that's true. Arnie, turn your volume down just a little bit. Your speaker volume down just a little bit.
Oh,
Just a little. Yeah, just a
yeah, I
little bit.
just got a different mic because my laptop one wasn't working.
Okay, because it's really loud. Yeah, I have one just like that too. Yeah, or maybe just move it over there a little bit. Let me see. Now,
Is this better or is it still a little hot?
it's still real loud.
Is it okay now?
Just put it back a little bit more, a little bit more. I know I
Down a
have
bit?
one of those mics.
Down or up a bit?
Hey, Fordman, come on up. Hey,
Now,
Fordman, welcome, welcome, welcome.
thanks for having me up on your show.
Hi, Ford
Oh,
Man.
you know Arnie, right? Arnie, Fordman. Do you both know
Yeah,
each other?
I've seen Ford Man a few times in Dana and Joe's Triple C's.
Yeah, yep, yep, yes. How are you doing, Fordman?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
Doing very well. Thanks for asking.
Now, you haven't been
Uh,
doing live streams very much then.
no, I only do pop ups here and there. Now, I will do a I do like a premiere video usually in the raid parade on Fridays at like 2 p.m. It starts at 2 p.m. after Roy and Becky on Fridays.
So you come in after Roy and Becky then?
I sometimes, yeah. I'm in the. It's a. If for those of you that may not know what the raid parade is, that is a series of premieres where it goes from one premiere to another, and
Yeah.
the premiere is like 2 minutes to 15, 2 to 15 minutes, depending on how long the video is. But no more than 15 minutes long, and you go from one channel to another, and it's a series of premieres, and it can range anywhere between 3 to 4 to 5 hours at a time.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Let's welcome Passion for Art. Welcome, Passion for Art. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm Passion for Art.
Passion for Art. This is Arnie and Fordman. And we have Red Riding Hood here. Welcome, welcome. And do you have any of your artwork with you, Passion for Art?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've seen Passion for Art and Sonia's the RV DJ.
Yes.
Maybe go get one of the paintings.
Hey, Lynn Lamb, welcome, welcome. And Red Riding Hood is here. If you don't have Red Riding Hood's channel, you definitely want Red Riding Hood's channel. Oh, wow. You are so talented.
That's
Ray
nice.
is very talented at
Thank you.
Passion for Art.
Is it acrylic or is it oil?
It's acrylic.
Uh-huh.
And
Welcome, Casino.
all different kinds. Let me see if I can get on YouTube on here. So I can see.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great detail in it.
Yeah. I've been adding a little bit more details. And I got the big one in front of me.
How long does it usually take you to do one painting?
It usually takes me, if it's a small painting, it usually takes about 1 to 3 weeks. But if it's a big one, it takes like 1 to 2 months.
Yes. Yeah, the paintings take a long time. Welcome, Lycus. Welcome, welcome.
But I'm working on the big one that's in front of me right now.
Yes. Wow. That you are so talented.
Thank you. I've been doing it since November 2016.
Wow. And did you teach yourself or did you go through classes?
I never went to art class.
Me neither. I've never had an art class. So what got you started painting?
It's just a God-given talent that I never had, and it just came out of my mind.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Christ Army. Welcome. Well, you have a lot in common with Fordman and with Arnie because they're very talented people. Arnie paints and Fordman does so many amazing things.
Yeah, and
Hey,
I
Ray.
do like. I'm kind of nervous.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm really shaking right now.
That's okay.
I do like. Excuse my coffee because I've been drinking coffee.
Me too.
I do commissions.
Me too.
I do like special requests, and I do all different kind of stuff on the painting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I do donations if people want to do donations, and I do sell them though.
That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Fordman.
So if y'all want to, for the ones that's watching this, if y'all want to subscribe to Passion for Art channel, y'all can. One day I'm gonna be live this weekend.
Well, you'll have to let me know when you're going to be live so I can make sure that I come over and support you over there on your channel.
Yeah, just when you click subscribe, do it all the way where it shows the bell,
Yes.
Where it says all the way alert,
Yes.
and
I'd
that
love
way you
to come
get
to your
alerts.
live stream. I'd love to come to your live stream. If on one of my videos, if you could just comment on like one of my today's videos, that way I'll be reminded to come over there and ring that bell. So that I will make sure that I show up for your live streams if I'm home. And we have so many wonderful people in here. Welcome, welcome. Freudman, so are you going to start doing cahoots again on a Friday night?
I'm not sure when I will be doing that. I've had some things that I've had to come up that I've not really had the time to actually do my normal live stream. So so I'm not sure when I'll be back on normal.
Because I know you have a big following and people love you. They love your channel, and you have a good channel. You have a nice channel, and yet we all get busy in our in-person life. I'm busy too, and so sometimes I just don't come on. I didn't come on for 4 months. I came on with my content daily, but not with my live streaming for about 4 months, and because life gets busy. You can get busy.
Yeah, I've got to work on one of my videos. Try to get it working before my next meetup, and so that goes.
So what's that like when you meet up with people that you haven't met before? What's it like? Now? What's it like when you meet up with people from YouTube that you haven't met before? So like, when you've never met them before in person, and then you meet up with them. What's that like?
Oh, it's a blast. I have a ball. For the ones that I've met so far, that they are just like they are the same person that as you see on the screen.
Yes.
You meet them you meet them just the same.
Did you have any surprises? Did you find people? I mean, did they seem different in person than they did when you had met them on screen?
Not really. No. I've always liked everybody that I've met. I just love people, and
you do. You're a very warm, loving person.
I just love showing love and passion for people and making new friends. So
yeah,
well, you have a lot of friends here. You've met Arnie, and you've met Passion for Art, and you're all connecting with each other, and and that's how we do it. Besides sharing each other out, we make friends with each other. We get to know each other. We go to each other's homes, support each other. We support each other, and that's how you grow. You grow through supporting each other.
Well, I'm always I'm into everybody's chats. I'm always I'm into like crocheting, RVing, cooking channels.
Now there's somebody down in my thing, and I don't know, in the basement down there, and I can't tell who it is because I can't see. I'm listening to you, Ken.
Cruising channels, Disney channels. So I'm always a big supporter of a wide variety of interest.
Yes, you are. I mean, you're kind of like me. You're kind of all over the place. You're kind of like all over the place with different kinds of channels.
Yes, and I share out a wide variety.
Yes.
Red said it was her in the basement.
Oh, is it Red-Headed Riding Hood? I can't see. For some reason, let me see.
It's Red-Headed Riding Hood. Yeah.
Okay, just a second here. Red-Headed Riding Hood. I can't see the basement for some reason. Let me see why I can't. Okay, now okay, got it there. Okay, I couldn't figure it out. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, Red-Headed Riding Hood. Welcome. I couldn't see.
I'm redheaded.
When I get more than 3 people up here, I can't see in the basement for some reason, and I couldn't see.
You have to scroll it like.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome, Rainbow. Welcome, Ems. Welcome. You're doing good. You are a poet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And would you like to tell people what your channel is about?
Yeah, I travel. I went around in my RV for a year, and I'm probably gonna get to something different now to travel in. I do poetry. I go live. I'm going live once a month right now. On the 13th.
Yes.
I do my poetry stream. I was going once a week, but that's a lot, and I kind of I got burnt out with it.
Yes. Yeah, I understand that. I kind of, like I've been on twice today, and I was on twice yesterday, and I think twice the day before. And, it does, I go through stages of where I'm on all the time, and then other times I pull back, and then I'm on once a day, and then sometimes I'm on once a week. It just all depends.
Yeah.
You kind of go into what is right for you. What might be right for someone else may not be right for you. We all have different kinds of lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've been cooking more since I'm at, my home base. I live, with a friend. So, I got divorced and I wanted to get out of Georgia, and no offense to Georgia, but I've been there a long time.
Well, you wanted a fresh start. I
needed a fresh start. I needed to get out of Georgia. So what I decided to do was sell my house and buy an RV to travel around in.
Which I think is wonderful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went 10,000 miles in the last year.
Wow. Now, are you in a camper, or are you in like a Class A or a Class C?
It's a Class C. And and I put it in storage now. So I was kind of a burnout. I traveled a lot and I spent a lot of money on gas.
Yeah.
And I went to, I went to some meetups, and I went to the West Coast, and I went to the East Coast, and I met Kenneth in Branson.
Oh, I love Branson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we went to Branson in our motorhome. Did you stay at the motorhome park there?
Oh, my friend did. We stayed at Silver Dollar City. That's where I met Kenneth when we went to Branson.
Oh, okay. So you and Kenneth have actually met in person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Modern Pro, welcome. That is, that is so cool. That is so absolutely cool. I think actually I met you, Red Riding Hood, through Kenneth. I think.
Probably, yeah. I think I had seen you around, and yeah, I met a lot of people through Kenneth. I go a lot to creatively crocheted Triple C.
Yeah.
A lot now, and she I met her through Kenneth.
Welcome, D. Corcac. Welcome. You never know who you're going to meet. You make all kinds of friends here. And the neat thing is, like, when you do meetups with people, that is so cool. Now, how do you decide who you're going to meet up with?
I don't really want to go to big meetups anymore, but I'm not I'm kind of like an introvert. I don't really like big meetups, but I met Boxan D like back in April.
Oh,
Dianna
wow.
Bridges, and so that was cool. I wanted to meet her, and then
I bet she is so cool in person because I
she's a
love her
really
channel.
sweet person, yeah. And then um, we did a video together too. So that was neat, and that wasn't expected, but it was just something that was on my heart to do. One about depression, because it was when that YouTuber had taken her life, and back in the end of March. And so, and it happened to be when I met Dee in April and we were talking about it. So we did a little short video, and I still don't know how to edit. I'm still wanting to learn and stuff, but I do my videos unedited right now. I just put them up there, kind of like Kenneth does, just film them, put them up there.
Right.
And
And that's kind of how I do it too. Now I do know
mhm,
how to edit. And if you remember, if you go back to, like a couple months ago, I was always putting a beginning and an ending. You would come up grandma's driveway and then you'd go to grandma's porch and then, then I'd come on. And then at the end, you go back down the driveway. I haven't been doing that because I lost the beginning and ending on my main computer that I edit. I have it backed up on my other computers, but I don't use my other computers normally to edit my videos. So for some reason, I'm having a problem uploading it to my computer that I edit. So I'm
mhm.
just like you. I just put up my videos. I just put
Yeah, I just do them, and I
Yeah.
started doing a daily devotion every day, like
yep.
mostly for me. I was honestly getting a little bit of having a little bit of stress traveling in, because I was traveling by myself in my
Mhm.
RV, and things kept breaking. And at one point, I thought my gas was leaking, but it wasn't my gas; it was my black tank that was. When I drove, my RV would shake so much that my black tank would start smelling,
Yes.
and I thought my gas was leaking.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
But then
gosh.
it was kind of funny, and I told everybody about it. But then other things broke,
Welcome, Deborah. Welcome.
and was expensive, and I was getting a little bit stressed, and so I started recently reading a devotion every day, and I'm like, well, this is for me, but maybe they'll enjoy it too. So I started doing that
Yes. Yes.
every
Yeah.
day.
Yes,
Right.
we all have different levels of, we all have our own way of doing things, and I talk about that. Welcome, Ken. Welcome, and I never compare myself in the way I do things to the way other people do, because we all have different circumstances, we all have different stresses, we all have different blessings and gifts and challenges and everything else. So we have to find out what works well for us. There's not a one size shoe that fits all for any of us. For any of us, and having an RV, we've had two, and we've gone all across the country to 48 states. And I was homeschooling at the time my kids were little.
Mhm.
And I
Homeschooled my
loved
kids
it.
too.
I loved it. It was wonderful. It was amazing. I've done many videos talking about our time in the RV and all the states, and learning to drive an RV. One of them was a 40-foot bounder. The other one was a Winnebago sightseer, 35-foot. I mean, I hit more curves and knocked more dishes out of the cabinets than I can count.
I hit a trash can I was leaving a meetup in Oregon, and I clipped a trash can, and it took out my whole awning, so like my awning was like hanging out like this, and I was like, oh my goodness. I pulled over and I was like, what am I going to do? I was so thankful. So Meant to Be RVing, I met them in Oregon,
Oh,
and
I love their channel. Yes.
Mike and Teresa. They're not doing so much on it anymore, but they were driving by, and I was so thankful. And I'm a little bit like, I've gone up on my roof once. I went to see my son in Denver, and there was a hail damage, and it damaged two of my vents in the RV, the one in the bathroom and the skylight over the shower. But then I went up on my roof. But I'm kind of scared of heights. I don't like to go up on my roof unless I have to.
Yeah.
And so Mike went up on the roof and got a zip tie and tied down my awning. So then when I came back here to Illinois, I got it fixed.
Yes, yes. Let me ask you, they used to be on every Friday night, and it was like clockwork because, we had Boardman on every Friday night. We had Brenda Land on every night. I would usually come on around 10 o'clock because that's kind of my time if I'm going to come on, or if, I come on during the day. But they used to come on every Friday night. And then now I don't see them anywhere.
Well, they went up to Canada to visit their grandkids. I think it's their daughter that lives up there. They did that for a while, and it was kind of after. It was kind of after the meetup. They were planning. There was a lot of paperwork and things they had to go through to get into Canada because Canada was closed at that time.
Yes.
And so they were doing that. And I remember after that, I joined their channel too, but they had stopped going live. And the little doggy was old. I can't remember. They had a little pug. And I think she was sad about that, the little pug passing away. And then they weren't going live. And then they took away their memberships.
Yeah, because they had Melnet, was on there, and Gina, and I mean we all kind of came together. We all kind of came together, and I love the RV channels. I mean, they are an amazing community, but I do miss seeing them on Friday nights too. But we all have our busy life. YouTube can take over your life if you let it.
Yeah, it can, and it was like I mean, it was fun. I mean, four men would go live with me, and we'd go 4 hours or 8 hours or whatever, and it was fun. But I feel like now, it was just for a season. I'm not. I don't even have a panel usually right now, but I don't know if I'll ever go back to having a panel. Maybe sometimes or
Yes.
But,
well, today I got knocked off because my StreamYard, what had happened is I had, the paid version of StreamYard, but when I decided not to do any live streaming for a few months, I canceled it. So I came back in with the free version. Well, I was coming close to the end, and when you get close to the end, weird little things happen. And so it knocked me off twice, and the second time it didn't let me back on, so I had to close down the live stream. So when you come up through YouTube, you can only come up by yourself. You only come up by yourself. You can't come up with other people.
I never could do that because when I started at the beginning of the year, I had not even 100. I had like 30, 40 subs, and now I have 500. So it's been good.
Yeah. I'm here because I have fun. I'm not here for any other reason. And if I get tired, or if I don't feel like coming on, or if I don't come on for a couple months, I'm mainly a content provider. So I do my 5-minute videos every day. But if for some reason I didn't feel like doing one, I wouldn't do it. It should be here because you're having fun. And if you're tired, you just don't come on, and when you feel like it, you come on, some people are on and they put themselves under such stress and demand. And I don't do that. I've not been on every day twice a day, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. It was just basically a thing I was trying. I didn't know that I was going to meet so many people, and then I got discouraged with it, and I thought of quitting recently, but I was like, I felt like it actually pushed me along, and my channel started doing better. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I won't quit then. And even when I started resting, it was funny. I started resting and doing these cooking videos. And I'm not a professional cook, but I just do these cooking videos, and they were doing really well. So I'm like,
Yes.
okay. And I'm like, I'm not even going anywhere.
Mhm.
And then I have more footage that from the past that I could, when I learned to edit, I could put the videos together.
I think it's much easier to do video than it is to do live streaming because live
Mhm.
streaming takes a lot of work. And people don't, I think people do live streaming because then they don't have to go back and answer comments. But I love answering comments. But for me, I prefer, if you ask me which I would prefer to do, I love both of them, but I like being a content provider because I say what I say and then I get off. But the neat thing about being in live stream
Hey,
is you
love.
get other people.
Mhm. Yeah, I met there's a wonderful channel, Lady Bug Out. I met her when I went up to Michigan. I went up to the M21. That was the last meetup I went to, probably the last one I'll go to for a while. But I met Dee of Lady Bug Out, and she was just like she doesn't go live, and she has like 30, I think like almost 30,000 subs. I don't know, but she just does videos, and her son edits her um, videos, and um, she doesn't go live.
Now, what is her channel about?
She travels in a Ford Transit Connect. I could drop a link
Yeah,
between
the RV channels and the van channels really, really do well on YouTube because they're such
Mhm.
a great community. And there's certain communities that do really well. I'm kind of an all over the place community. A little bit of
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
She
And
has
I know,
33.3, 333.
wow, 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 wow. But I think a lot of people get
Yeah,
frustrated, but that's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kevin.
I actually got to meet Lady Bug Out in Quartzsite when I went to Quartzsite. I also
Hmm.
got to meet I also got to meet uh, Box Bandy as well. And like I said, uh, the the for, and I got to meet quite a few people at the Box Bandy meetup this past couple about 2 weeks ago when I went to Quartzsite, Arizona. I
Hmm.
got a video. I got a video out on my channel from where I went on that
Hmm.
trip.
Now, have you met Gina, Van Life with Gina?
I have not met her yet. I do look forward to
I've
get.
met her.
You have?
Yeah, I've met her.
She is so cool.
Um, I don't have a comment. I have no comment.
Okay. I bet, I haven't, it's funny because over on Facebook, I was on Facebook for years and years before. I mean, I've had a channel here for 12 years, but I've only been up public 2 years. And I've met people over in person that I had met originally on Facebook, and it was so surreal. Really surreal meeting someone that you got to know through virtual media, and now you're meeting them in person. For me, it was very different. Like Foreman says, it was just like you've always known them. Yeah, for me, it was like I always knew them, but it was really that extra part when you meet them in person.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Passion for art.
I've
Have you ever met anybody that you met online?
Well, the first person that I met online, which he helped me with my setup. I mean, his name is Grayscale Painting.
Yeah, I
And
think I'm with them. Yeah.
I mean, he's my teacher that taught me different techniques of painting. And so
Hey, first time, welcome, welcome.
it's
Thank you.
and so he's teaching me like like different colors of blending colors and like doing a shade like that. And so I'm learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all learning. I'm always learning something new every day. I'm sure Red Riding Hood is the same
Yeah.
way. We're always learning.
Yeah.
And Boardman and Arnie, every day I get up, I learn something new that I didn't know the day before.
Yeah. And I'm learning how to do animals, different sceneries, and so I did paint a back of a person, but I have not done a front of a person yet. And I had people ask me to do a fish portrait, and I haven't got there yet, but maybe one day.
It's amazing because you have Red Riding Hood, who is so creative with her poetry,
Yeah.
and you are so creative with your art. And Fordman is into cars, right, Fordman? I don't know if he has his volume on. And Arnie, you're into art as well. So we
Yeah.
have a very creative group. With everyone has their unique creativity. Two artists will never be the same. Two poets will never be the same. Everyone brings their unique spin on different things.
Yes. And I got the big painting in front of me if y'all wanted to see it.
Sure, absolutely.
Let me get this off the easel. It's big.
Wow.
You can see it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is very beautiful and talented passion for art.
That is
Wow.
really
That
beautiful.
really turned out nice.
It's 22 by 28.
And how long did that take you to paint that?
I started in January. And
So it took you about a month?
Huh?
It took you about a month?
Well, it's going on for a month or so. So hopefully I still got a lot more to it. And I got to do the fencing with the flower beds in front of it, and then the fence and the trees on the side.
Yes.
So
Red
I got a
Riding
lot
Hood,
more to it.
Red Riding Hood, what is your, do you do a particular kind of poetry? I mean, do you have a particular, like when I write poetry, I write a lot about old people because, I'm in the older age group. And so I write a lot of, but I kind of am a little bit about everything, but it's usually about time or age or being older. And, I do a lot about like the little old lady, with the clocks, because I'm like, I have all these antique clocks. Do you have a particular kind of a style or a particular thing you're attracted to in poetry?
Yeah, I do a lot about spirituality and religion and my life, just my life and my kids. My my first book, that's my only one that's out now, really is the 7-Story Tree, and it was like what I was going through when I was going through my separation and divorce. So there's a lot about that in it. Do you want me to say a poem?
Yeah, I'd love to hear a poem. Sure, absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, so you'll see how it like usually ends up about God or spirituality, anyways. But it's about my hair. It's called Ginger Me. Blondes have all the fun. They're the lucky ones. Gentlemen prefer them. Seems bad boys prefer me. Perhaps another shade of dye is worth a try. But my cousin says her red hair makes her fly. They look at her, they look at me. If he's male, we'll get it for free. She's got sass, she's got spunk. She knows that God don't make junk. They call me red, a firecracker, they said. I no longer care what they say. What's in my heart can't be taken away. Someday my hair will fade and I'll let it stay gray or go white as redheads do. Beauty is vain, but the fire in my heart will burn on, and to my king I'll sing this song. His love is deeper than the ocean. He washes away my brokenness. He whispers to my heart, his love for me will never part.
Oh, I love that. Wow. And you
Nice.
memorized it. I couldn't memorize my poems. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll
Wow,
show you.
wow. Thank you so much. It says, I thank everyone who comes to make a good friendship with us. We are happy and to have each other for being a part of our corner. Thank you so much, Marcelo, and thank you, Vijoy. Thank you so much, and all of you that are here. I appreciate it. You know, I love that. That's so Redhead. That is so amazing. So amazing that you remember that. You didn't have
I
to.
memorized it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God,
memorized a lot of them.
I'm
And
amazed.
yeah, I memorized them because what I realized when I did my book, when I started doing my poems, is that people say them and they're called spoken word poets.
Wow. That's
And
all I can say as well. Do you have another one memorized?
yeah, I have a lot of them memorized. My two favorite ones are about prayer, actually, and I said one today on my devotion. But my most favorite one, I'll say that one for you. It's called "The Storm."
Oh,
You say that no,
yeah. I want
yeah,
to hear
you
that.
say that no one cares for you. Well, that's not true because I do, and God does too. Oh, that I could fix your problem. I'd mend you up. You'd no longer be stuck in that addiction or depression, the trials that come in rapid succession. But what can I do? I cannot fix you. I can't make you believe or even relieve that deep ache in your heart. Just where do I start? Don't do nothing, she yelled at me. Well, what should I do? Scream and shout and run about? Perhaps sit and pout? No, I'll fight a war upon my knees. In quietness and confidence shall be my strength. He keeps my prayers and my tears. Perhaps the overflow makes the rain to water all the pain upon the earth. I'll thank him for this thorn. I'll praise him even when I'm worn, 'cause he carries me through the storm. He walks to me on the tempest sea. The rain brings life back to my dying tree. And one day through the clouds I'll see the rainbow.
Wow. Wow. You must have a photographic memory to remember because I mean I write a lot of poetry, but I could never remember. But I
It took
remember
some work to remember it, and then like I've said it so much now, and then
yes.
every time I would say it, it would help me remember it. And so the
And
one,
do you have another poem that comes to mind?
well, I have a poem that's also in the 7-story tree. I was gonna let me grab my book. Just so I can
Okay.
show it to you. I'll be right. I'm gonna just grab it. It's right over here. I thought it was here on the bed. I'm just sitting on my bed in my room on my laptop.
Thank you everybody in the live stream for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And
So,
thank you, Carney and Kenneth and Passion for Art. Thank you. Um,
sweatshirt off. It's getting warm in here. So this is my book. Was from 2015,
okay,
and this is a
beautiful
picture
cover.
that my now 25-year-old. The
Big right up.
25-year-old is married and expecting my first grandkids. She drew
Wow.
this when she was about um 6 or 7 maybe, and I
Yes.
guess it's our whole family. And the 7-story tree came from our last name is Story, and so it's a family tree, and there's 7 of us. So that's where I got the title from. And then I took the poem about the elephant in the room is in this book, but I made children's book out of it, but I got ripped off by a self-publishing company, which was very discouraging when I was going through all of the things with my divorce and everything. At that same time, I tried to, this one I just did on Amazon, which was free.
Yes.
But I wanted for the children's book for it to have the pictures with a little elephant. I could
Mm-hmm.
read that book too, but do you want to hear the elephant one?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Was there ever an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead, face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free? Or will they all laugh at me? Who are they, and why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room. That's so much worse than just an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. 1 day, 2 day, 3. Day by day, these things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. Maybe he can take care of it. I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town? The elephant, he now does tricks, and people pay to get their kicks. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love, you can tell that your poetry comes from your soul. Just like when I come on here with my wisdom, my videos, if you've ever watched them,
Yeah.
come from my soul. They come
Yes.
from my soul. So does my poetry.
Uh-huh.
And your poetry comes from your soul. It comes from you, your personal experiences, your personal journey. And that's what makes everyone different and unique and what they bring to the table. Just like with passion for art, there's a lot of artists, but only she can do art the way she does it.
I'd love for you to come and share your poems on. I don't think I've heard some of your videos, your poetry. I need to look around.
Yeah, I did quite a few for a while. I think it was called, one was called The Old Lady and the Clocks, and one was called Mr. Death. My poetry is kind of like, it really is about, it's from my soul, but it's sort of about getting old. And like the old woman who looks in the mirror and she sees a young woman, but when she looks at her hands, she sees old hands. And so it's like a young woman in the mirror who has old hands. And so, or like the Mr. Death, the old woman, she kept peeping out her window, and looking for Mr. Death. And finally, one day, Mr. Death got in her house. And so she ran and she jumped in her car. So it's in poetry form. And I've read them up here on YouTube before, but I used to post them over on Facebook all the time. But I have,
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I have so many poems, and I need to get back to writing my poetry, but I'm so busy. I'm so busy.
You can publish them on Amazon. Well, I don't know if they do it. They do it maybe differently now. I don't know, but this was free. This was free to publish this, but I just did and I'm wanting to find, and I could show you the elephant book too, but I'm wanting to find a new publisher to do the elephant book, and I'm still upset at those people. They ripped me off, and then I didn't have any money because I had just gone through my divorce and was still paying off my divorce lawyer.
Welcome, Megavan Mike, and welcome,
James. That's
welcome.
it.
Thank you for being here.
But you can get it from me and get it signed.
Yes. Wow. So much talent here tonight. I'm so impressed. So much talent. We have such gifted people. James, how are you doing? And Megavan Mike, how are you doing? I hope you're all having a great day and a great week.
Hey, James and Megavan Mike.
Yep, all great channels here, all great channels. And when you do a live stream, you never know who you're going to meet up here. You never know who's going to pop up or who's going to come on or who's going to be in your stream, or you never know. You meet amazing people.
James. Hi, James. I met James Cantonese at the Michigan meetup.
Oh, really? Wow.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
I went to I went to Tennessee after the Michigan meetup, and I brought leftovers of the food from M21. we had pasta salad, but we were afraid the pasta salad was bad. We had Cindy's pasta salad, and Kenneth was like, "You should have thrown that away." And I was like, "They were saying that they were afraid it was bad," and so, but because we had so much food, and yeah.
The food makes it. It's wonderful, because everybody cooks different. I love to go to like potlucks because, well, matter of fact, tomorrow I have to make chili for a chili cook-off, a chili competition. Now I've won the chili competition before, and one of the things I've learned, everybody's chili is delicious, and it all just tastes different.
Yes.
And you make it your way.
Chili is always good.
But I love to go to potlucks because you get to taste everybody else's food, and everybody does it different, just like poetry, just like art, just like anything else, and I love that. I love that. I love that. So, cooking. I love going to cooking channels. I love going to RV channels. I love going to poetry channels and art channels. That's what makes this all so neat. Welcome, Dip Outdoors. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Yeah, you just never know who you're going to meet here.
I
never knew I was going to meet so many people. It's been, or meetups, or I never. In fact, I heard about the woman traveling around. It was just another woman I met in a narcissistic abuse Facebook group. It was another woman who traveled around with her little dog in RV for a few years, and she said she was going to do it for 2 years, and she ended up doing it for 4 years. And I found out about doing that from her, and then I found out there's all these channels.
Oh, there's endless amounts of channels because every
now my roommate, my friend who I live here with, this is her house, who I rent the room for. She's interested in doing it when she retires from the Air Force in a couple of years, in a year or so. She's looking at RVs, and we went to the RV show in St. Louis the other day, and that was really fun. And so she's picking out what she's going to do, and I'm going to get something different because my RV is 30 feet long, and I don't want to do it full time. I want to do it part time, and so I'm thinking of getting something smaller.
Welcome, Komish Kish. Welcome. We have a 40-foot and a 35-foot, and so a 30-foot, if you're pulling it, is pretty big. The Class C's, I love the Class C's. I love them all, but I like van life. I think sometimes van life would be easier because you're driving a van, opposed to a big bus. When I was driving the 40-foot Bounder, oh my gosh, I was so scared in it, because it had air brakes and it was huge, and it was like a tank. Bigger than a tank.
A Bounder. So my friend, one of the meetups I went to was really fun. Is my friend Troy in Oregon had a whole Bounder, and these guys from that he met on YouTube. It was Cargo Dan and Ron Sees America and RVing with G went to Troy's to help him work, and I went and met them at Troy's. I cooked. I didn't really help, but they were working on his. It's a Bounder, but they got some stuff done on it, but I don't really know. But my friend Troy, I met him on YouTube, and he reminded me so much of my brother. It's just so handy with everything, and he has all these RVs. It's like a hobby. He has all these RVs, and some of them need work, and he also was at the Oregon meetup. I met him at the Oregon meetup, but then I went to his place in Oregon and met
Have you
those
ever
guys, and
heard of
we
have you
went
ever
to
heard of
Crater Lake.
oh, I love Crater Lake.
And
Amazing.
that was beautiful.
Have you ever heard of those women? They're called, is it Women on the Fly, Girls on the Fly? It's an RV group. And they have little old campers. They're the little old fashioned campers. They're very nice campers, but they're from like antique campers. And what's it called? I can't remember. Hey, welcome, Peos and Philos. Welcome, welcome. I want to remember Sisters on the Fly. Sisters on the Fly. If you get a chance, Red Riding Hood, look up Sisters on the Fly on YouTube. Sisters on the Fly. They're an RV group. And we actually, when we had our RV, we had a big RV. Staying there, and all the Sisters on the Fly.
Lord, man.
They were there. It was amazing. It was amazing. Did we lose you for a minute?
We lost. I didn't see you for a minute. Did you guys see her? You were swirling for a minute.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Am I still
And
here?
Ford.
Okay,
You're here now.
You know, if I get knocked off, I probably won't come back on, because what happened is they did knock me off today. StreamYard did, for whatever reason. I thought it was because I was still on the free version. Now I'm on the paid version, and I thought, but they knocked me off, and they brought me back up. I was able to. The camera got recognized again, and then it knocked me off a second time, and I couldn't come back on. So I wasn't going to restart. So if I get knocked off, then I won't try to come back up, and if I can't come back up, then I won't restart. Hopefully they don't knock me back off. But when you use these like second entities like StreamYard and that, you never know. You never know. It's
I've only used StreamYard, and I got the paid version, but I really probably don't need it now since December. I'm only going once a month.
Yes.
November, December.
Well, one of the things I learned is when you go to cancel, they'll offer you like a $6 version. I think it was a $6 version, or so. It was a real inexpensive version, and so did Canvia. And I should have taken it at that time, but I didn't, because when you sign back up, you don't get that offer. But if you go to cancel, they'll offer you something. I think it's $10. I think it might be $10. And it's like a $10 version of it. It's you still get all the same amount of time, but I think they put their logo up there or something like that. I can't remember how it works. But yeah, they do that. But it's like I haven't come up directly through YouTube for so long that I forget how to do it. But it's great having a panel, because it helps with the conversation, and you get to meet people that you maybe wouldn't be able to interact with the stream alone.
Yeah.
Hey, Arnie, what happened? Did Brenda say why she hadn't been on for a week?
And Brenda's been going through a lot, and in January was the anniversary of the death of her son, and she's been really depressed, and all kinds of other things that's been going on.
Well, Brenda Land has a wonderful channel, everybody. If you're not with Brenda Land, I'm glad she's back. Is she coming? Is she going to be back every night, or is she just going to be back some of the nights? Because I don't get notifications.
She might be on tomorrow night, but I'm not sure.
Is it just Brenda Land?
Okay, I'll look for her then. Yeah, Brenda, and then
I'll put her link in the tab.
She normally comes on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, she
normally comes on at 8 o'clock every night. Yeah, she normally comes on, and then Noni May. Usually, the way it used to be, Brenda would come on at 8 to 10. I would come on 10 to 11, and then Noni May would come on 11 onward. and now we're all kind of, at least I'm off, I'm kind of all over the place right now. But it's important if you're going to do a live stream to be consistent in your time so people know when to find you. And I think now people are starting to look for me at night. So, and that,
Yeah.
because I mean, I used to get a lot of people coming in because they knew to look for me. Everybody got used to me being on, and then all of a sudden I kind of disappeared because I just got so busy. Yeah, Arnie just dropped the link. He just dropped the link
I just
there.
dropped it too.
Oh,
I just stopped it too. I found it. I was subscribed. I must have found her here at your channel, I think.
But the thing is, we don't always get each other's notifications. And also, Red Riding Hood channel, you may very well like. And I love her. She did a live stream yesterday. She does them about 3 times a week. She's a kind of a grandma channel like I am, and she does devotionals. And oh my gosh, her channel is amazing. You go there for comfort. You go there to share your problems. You go there just to hang out. And it's Norgus R. NORGUS.
Yeah, I was going to say, I went over there. I went to Norgus.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I need to see if I'm getting her notifications because, yeah, I went over there and I liked it. Yeah.
I don't get anybody's notification. The only people's notifications I get are people I don't know. Or my old friends. I don't get their notifications anymore. I don't know why. I have no idea. It's just all so weird, but I've accepted it. So I have to kind of go hunt for the people, and hopefully I catch them when they're on. So that's kind of what I do. But, like Ungel, if you want to be inspired, Ungel, UNNGEL. She also has KE Norway. And Brenda Land. Norgus R is amazing. You will really like, I think Norgus is just incredible. Hey, Michelle Shelley Style. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome,
I subscribed to a lot of these because of you. And Undell, when you were talking about Undell, I subscribed to her. But I haven't looked around yet. And Michelle, I subscribed to her. But I haven't had time to look around her channel yet.
What time is it over there, Michelle? I think you're 13 hours different. So I think if you're 13 hours, you're probably like noon, right? Because she's in, I think, Australia. I think she's in Australia.
I understand, James. You'll get there, James.
Yep. I don't even look at the numbers anymore because they go up and down and sideways.
I know.
I just don't even pay attention.
Yeah, I had 1,051 last night, and I'm all the way back down to 1,041 now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It happens to me. They take so many away from me. I'm just used to it. I've accepted, kind of accepted that. Let me see who that is. Let me see. Okay. I get notifications. We have cameras all around our house and that. So if like someone comes to the door, or like the UPS guy dropped a package off, it alerts me that there's a package at my door. We have cameras everywhere. So my phone alerts me. But because I love having cameras on the outside so that if someone comes to the door, I know who it is, who's on the other side of that door, and which makes it nice. Yes, James, absolutely. I've been at public, James, for about 2 years. I've had the channel for 12 years, but I've been public for 2 years. So you've probably been here since I've been here for 2 years. I think you were one of my first friends. Yep. Michelle says it's 3 p.m. So it's actually then, gosh, more than 15-hour difference? That's a lot.
Can I drop James's link? Diana? Is it okay if I drop James's link?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll drop your link, James.
Absolutely. James, absolutely. We're all here to support you. We're here to support each other. The way to grow is to share each other out. And when you share each other out, you're able to grow through everybody else's community. And people don't know that secret. And I share people out constantly. And that's how you'll grow, is by sharing each other out, helping each other to grow. Like Fordman came in and right away he shared me out before he even came up. And and I go to his channel and share him out. So he gets my community and I get his community. We all know different people, and some of them we know the same.
Hmm. Yeah, I forgot about that. I can share.
Yes, dip outdoors, absolutely, absolutely. But sharing, when you share each other out, the way I do it is I go to someone's channel, I find a video I like, I share it out, I let them know that I shared it out. Now, if I do that time and time again and they never share me out, then I stop it. But if they come back and they share me out, then I head back over and share. It's like a back and forth type of thing. And it really helps you to grow your channel and helps them to grow their channel. And yet you only share content out that you really like. I don't share content out that I don't like, no matter even if they shared me out. But I share content out. I almost always find something I like, and I share them out. John Paul, yeah, absolutely. John Paul, he shares out. He's kind of part of my share out club now, my unofficial share out club. It's not really a club, but I call it a club. So,
Layla, move over.
so Fordman, are you working on cars now? Or are you still working on cars?
He hasn't had
I've
time.
actually still got to work. I actually still got to work on, figure out what I need to do to go get my ASC certification. I really don't have any room to work on anything here where I live at. I live on an incline, like,
Yes.
and it would not be. And there's barely any room between me and my other neighbors to have any other vehicles in my yard besides my own two vehicles in the yard, and
Yes.
that's barely. So I you know I I got to be able to. I'm getting feedback somewhere. Somebody's got YouTube open somewhere. Uh, but anyway, um, I've got to be able to find me a place to where they will actually let me come in and get some uh, experience under my belt, because um, you know you got to
So
start
you're kind
somewhere.
of like an
Yeah.
apprentice. You'll kind of be like an apprentice.
Yeah, but there's nobody around here that does that anymore. Most
Yeah.
places that you go, most places that I have found out that I go to, they want me to already have 10, 15 years of experience plus my ASE certification. And how do you get 10, 15 years of experience if you've never worked that long?
So you need to find somebody that will take you under their wing and let you work for them as an
Yeah,
apprentice and learn the skill.
that,
And you know what? You will find it. You will find that soon. I believe you will find that soon. Just keep putting it out there and you will find that. Thank you, First Time Fishing. Thank you so much. Thank you. You will find that. That will happen for you.
I was looking at your Instagram. I followed you on Instagram.
Hey,
Passion.
Big Tim. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you followed me?
Are you on Instagram? I
Yeah, I
followed.
am, but I don't know how to use it. I don't even know I
Oh,
have
no.
anybody on there.
Let me try and find you. I
Yeah,
followed Passion for Art, but first I went to a different Passion for Art. But yours is with the number 4, right? Passion for Art.
Yeah, I have Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh huh. I followed you on Instagram,
hey, Big
Yeah.
Tim.
and
hi, Big Tim.
you have the phoenix. You have the phoenix on your logo, right?
Yeah, it's has a bird that's Spread the Wings of Love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's called, and then it says joy is salty with joy.
Mm-hmm.
One night we're going to have to do something simply. Maybe tomorrow night if I come on, we'll have to just do it like how to teach me how to use Instagram, because I do have Instagram, but I've never used it. I don't know how to use it. I don't even know what it is, but I'm signed up.
Yeah.
And
I found you. I found you. I followed you. I followed you.
You followed me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to use it, honestly.
Yeah.
And so I've got to figure out
Hmm.
how to do it. So maybe when the next time I come on at night, I'll title it "Come Teach Me How to Do Instagram," because I'm telling you, I don't have a clue how to use it. And I need to learn how to use it, because a lot of people who are very successful here on YouTube use Instagram to let everybody know they're going to be on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I do that. I try to do that.
Big Tim, I'm doing great. I've been trying to come on like around 10 o'clock at night, Big Tim, if I can. Today I was on during the day, but StreamYard cut me off. But I'm doing great. Big Tim has a great channel. If you're not connected to Big Tim, he does devotionals, and I think he's just a super duper channel. So anyone that doesn't have Big Tim, please connect to Big Tim. And thank you, First Time Fishing, for sharing me out. Thank you for being part of the Share Club. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, you know what? I told my son, my oldest son, he wants to look at RVs tonight, and online.
Oh, wow.
And I told him, I said, okay, now there's an RV place. I don't know, Red Riding Hood, if you've ever heard of it, called PPL Motorhomes.
Oh.
In Houston, and they've got a beautiful website. So he wants to go on there. They've got Class A's, they've got vans, they've got Class C's, and you can sell yours there too. We've sold 2 of them there. We bought one there and sold 2 of them. And
so it's called what? What's it called?
PPL Motorhomes in Houston, Texas. And they will get, the motorhomes sell really fast there. And we bought our Bounder, because our Bounder was new. And then when we bought we bought the Winnebago brand new. And then we sold it there. My husband drove it to Houston. But I remember, and I love to go to PPL because you see this wide assortment of motorhomes, but they sell it pretty fast. I mean, they're very good. They're very good. And they price it right on target. They really do. Thank you, Dip Outdoors. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so do look at, if you're planning on selling yours or wanting to get a different one, do look at PPL. They're fantastic. They're all used. None of them are new. And they have them all different ages, sizes, everything. And you can, PPL.
Yeah, I need to look on that.
They're really, really great. And they're really great, at least from what I remember. And so I would definitely go back there. I would definitely go there.
I bought mine on Facebook, so I was going to try to sell it on Facebook.
Try, just kind of look at it if you want, Red Riding Hood. Look at it. And we sold 2 of them there. And I mean, they sold sometimes it'll go right down to the wire. Like, let's say you have a 60-day contract. It may go to that 60-day, like 59 days. I think our Bounders, I think both of them went right down to the wire. I think it was 30 days. And it went right down to the wire. And then they sold. They just sold. And right now they're selling really quick because there's a high demand for them.
Wow.
Thank you, Big Tim. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, I am going to go here because I am getting tired. I've been up since early this morning. I do try to come on. I'm trying to come on at night if I can. I may not be on every night, but I do try to come on at around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I love having you all. I love the poetry tonight and the art tonight and Fordman's Company and Arnie. I thank all of you. And, we have Red Riding Hood, and she has her book on Amazon. And Passion for Art is selling her art, so make sure to check her channel. We have Fordman, who's looking to be an apprentice. So if anybody has any good leads for him, let him know. And we have Arnie, who's recovering from, what was it, Tide Pods? You got a rash from Tide Pods?
From Tide laundry detergent,
Oh my God.
the lick the liquid kind.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wow.
What happened is I wear compression socks, and my socks were like washed in the laundry soap, and I went to put my socks on. Then, the, like the following day after, it's
Yeah.
when my legs like started breaking out with a rash and everything.
Mm,
Oh my
So
gosh.
now I have
mm.
to use a couple of creams to put on for the next couple weeks to cure the rash and all that.
Mm. James Gipe and B2 Channel is here. Welcome, James Gipe, my longtime friend. James and I have been friends since I came up 2 years ago.
Hi, James.
And we have B2 Channel here. Thank you for coming. Yeah, James's channel is
Okay.
huge. He's just, oh my gosh, he's grown. He has a big channel and big live streams. And so if you don't know James, you definitely want to connect with James. And B2 Channel, welcome. Thank you. Well, I am going to go, and I'm going to go sit with my son so we can look at RVs online, probably PPL, I guess, And thank you all on my panel for being here. I appreciate you all. You all did
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
Thanks for
you.
having.
having me.
And you can come up anytime, all of you.
Thank
So
you for
just let me
having
know.
me.
If I
Yeah,
don't see you down there like Red Riding Hood sat in the basement for a long time, put
I
it in the chat because I sometimes don't see, you know. I so
sat in the basement for a long time. That wasn't a long time, Diana.
Oh, well, so I just sometimes don't see people down there because the way mine works, I don't see the people down on the bottom there,
Yeah,
and so that's what happened. But
mine's
thank
like
you
that too.
all, and I really appreciate you all being here tonight. It makes it so much easier on me than me coming on here by myself, because if I come on here by myself, I
yeah,
run out of things to talk about. I do. I run out of things to talk about. So thank you all. And I wish you a wonderful night. And hopefully, if
Bye.
I'm on tomorrow night, hopefully I'll see you all then. Okay. Well, may God
Bye.
bless
Bye.
you.
Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Bless you.
Good
Good
night,
night.
bye
everybody.
everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Good night.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Good night.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.